Ever wondered why some people seem to have all the luck when it comes to money? The secret might surprise you. It's not about making more money, but about avoiding certain expenses. By carefully managing expenses, you too can boost your savings and run the way for financial success. The first expense that wealthy people steer clear of is unnecessary debt repayments. Don't get the idea that debt is always bad. In fact, the rich often use debt as a tool to get even richer, but there's a key difference in how they handle it. Rich people understand that borrowing money to invest is risky and can go wrong quickly. They know that without a proper plan, debt repayment can drain your finances and block your path to financial freedom. The average college graduate owes around $26,900 in student loans. And get this, it can take up to 20 years to pay off this debt. That's about 5 times longer than the time spent in college. So, what do the wealthy do differently? They avoid debt whenever possible. If they do take on debt, they make sure they have a clear plan for paying it back. They rarely use multiple credit cards, take out car loans, or engage in expensive home ownership plans unless the investment they're considering can go faster than the interest rates they'll be paying. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, summed it up perfectly. If you're smart, you can make a lot of money without borrowing. When you look at the success stories of many rich people, you'll notice that formal education often has very little to do with their financial success. Remember that stat about billionaire college dropouts? Well, it's not just a coincidence. Many wealthy individuals didn't rely on their formal education to become rich. Instead, they focused on developing practical investment skills and entrepreneurial ventures, things that traditional schooling often doesn't teach. Now, let's not think that education is invaluable, but it's important to understand its limitations. Colleges often prepare students for academic success, rewarding them for good grades and commendable performances. However, this typically leads to traditional employment rather than financial freedom. Even when it comes to their children's education, rich people often avoid investing in expensive private schools or tutoring services. Instead, they expose their children to valuable skills, experiences, and opportunities that contribute to their overall personal development. Next on our list of expenses that rich people avoid is lavish designer brands. This includes expensive clothes and fashion trends that can lead the average person into serious debt. Now, we all need clothes, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating nice ones, but spending a large part of your earnings on expensive designer apparel every month isn't necessary. Rich people aren't impressed by wearing trendy designer sneakers that might wear out in a few months. Next, let's take a look at a famous example. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. He was known for his simple dress code, basic jeans, a black sweater, and the same sneakers for years. Despite his simple attire, he ran one of the most profitable tech companies in history. Wealthy people understand that the value of an item is more important than its price tag. This practical approach to spending is why billionaire Bill Gates often wears a $10 Casio watch to public events and why Michael Bloomberg wore the same pair of loafers for 10 years. This might surprise you, but another expense that rich people generally avoid is owning multiple expensive and luxurious homes. Although celebrities often flaunt lavish homes on social media, self-made millionaires are very careful about home ownership. While they may live in luxurious mansions, these houses were often bought at lower prices or represent a small fraction of their net worth. Buying an expensive house in an exclusive neighborhood can actually hinder wealth accumulation. More millionaires live in homes valued at around $300,000 than in million-dollar homes. This is because living in a high-priced house or neighborhood often leads to an expensive lifestyle, which can reduce savings and slow down wealth growth. Rich people aim to get the most value from their investments, including real estate. They buy homes at low prices in profitable neighborhoods and let their value increase over time, eventually selling for a substantial profit. Most financial experts suggest that your home should represent no more than 20 to 30% of your net worth. Any more than that, and you might be house poor, owning a valuable asset but having a little cash flow. Another expense that rich people avoid is spending excessive money on TV entertainment and video games. This might be a tough pill to swallow for some of us, but the numbers don't lie. Experts note that millionaires typically don't spend more than 60 minutes a day watching television. In contrast, the average person spends about 5 to 7 hours a day in front of the screen. That's a huge difference. Expensive TV packages are uncommon in millionaire homes because wealthy individuals prefer to engage in more meaningful activities, such as reading impactful books or working on their businesses. Studies have shown a strong correlation between a household's total income and its TV consumption rate. Households with a net worth of less than $25,000 tend to watch a lot more TV, while richer households with a net worth above $75,000 watch significantly less TV and report higher levels of life fulfillment. How many hours of TV do you watch per day? If you watch more than an hour, you might want to reconsider how you're spending your time. Remember, time is money, and the wealthy know this better than anyone. You might think that all rich people drive luxurious cars and always fly business class, but that's not the case. Many wealthy individuals drive basic, affordable cars and often choose to fly economy instead of business class. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. The founder of Facebook drives a basic Acura TSX priced around $30,000. When asked why, he said it's because it's safe, comfortable, and not flashy. The reasoning is practical and makes sense. Owning a flashy car not only has high maintenance costs, but also increases stress and societal pressure to keep up with expensive accessories. Rich people understand that spending a large portion of their income on a car that will depreciate quickly is not wise. In fact, a study by Experian Automotive found out that 60% of billionaires drive Fords, Toyotas, and Hondas. Similarly, when it came to flying, many wealthy individuals chose economy class over business class. This decision reflects their focus on value and practicality rather than showing off their wealth. The final common expense that rich people avoid is frequently indulging in fast food. While the average person might eat out almost every night, wealthy individuals often choose more frugal and healthier dining options. You might expect a millionaire to walk into a restaurant chain and order lunch for everyone, or even rent out the whole restaurant for themselves. However, many rich people use discount coupons to save money and will even complain if a restaurant overcharges them despite their wealth. For many wealthy individuals, purchasing groceries and cooking at home is a more viable and economical option compared to eating processed foods in restaurants. Additionally, rich people tend to prioritize healthier lifestyles, making it financially and physically unwise to consume junk food regularly. How much do you think the average American spends on dining out each year? The answer might shock you. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends about $3,000 per year on dining out. That's money that could be invested or saved instead. Let's explore some additional money skills from one of the history's wealthiest men, John D. Rockefeller. Starting with just $2,000, Rockefeller built a fortune worth $1.4 billion by 1937. That's about $318 billion today. Rockefeller's key money skills were simple but powerful. He meticulously tracked every penny, borrowed wisely for profitable investments, always paid debts on time, carefully calculated the costs and returns of each decision, and invested in efficiency and innovation. But wait, don't rich people spend cash on luxuries? While some do, many self-made millionaires and billionaires are surprisingly frugal. They understand that true wealth isn't about showing off, but about financial freedom. Take Warren Buffett, who still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500, or Jeff Bezos, who drove a Honda Accord long after becoming a billionaire. These titans of wealth know that every dollar not spent is a dollar that can grow. Remember, the goal isn't to never enjoy your money. It's about being mindful of your spending and aligning it with your long-term financial goals. By combining these skills with avoiding unnecessary expenses, you can build substantial wealth too. By avoiding these expenses, you're not just saving money, you're adopting the mindset of the wealthy. Remember, it's not about just how much you make, but also how much you keep. Start implementing these habits today, and you'll be on your way to financial success. And here's a question for you. Which of these expenses do you think will be the hardest for you to avoid? If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more financial tips and tricks. Let us know in the comments below. Your journey to financial freedom starts now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.